Okay, you guys, we are back with the amazing Shannon Kaye, who, if you guys have been following along, is an amazing artist. She is a color consultation specialist, a DIY network star, and she has we've worked together. It's been an amazing collaboration. And what we did was I designed this blank slate for Shannon using only Kohler and Lowe's, and you, Mamacita, have transformed it. Are you ready to go to the next slide?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boop.
Oh, nice.
What?
I love that color.
I know. Well, you picked it. I mean, this.
I know, but it's just so cool. It's like you can imagine all kinds of things and you have these visions in your head. And then when you actually put it in real life, that's when you get to see if it works.
I love it. Talk to people a little bit about your thought process behind this, because you know what I love about Shannon is it didn't feel like, it's not like we're in Disneyland. It didn't feel contrived.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the first thing that you want to consider in your space is who's going to use it and how do you want to look and feel in that space. That's number one above everything else. I wanted to create a space that felt somewhat masculine, but I really always like both sexes to feel really comfortable and safe in every space. So you can take a dark masculine color and then you can add some kind of softer lines and angles to it, so it just feels kind of good for everybody.
No, it's really beautiful. Let's go to the next slide, because I think this, I mean, are you guys seeing this? What? What?
Love that rug.
It's like, isn't it fun? Don't you get, isn't it the weirdest thing? So it's the weirdest thing when you're a designer and then you get jealous of something you designed. Aren't you like, oh my God, I wish I lived there? I think it is so cool that you painted out the shutters, that you painted out the doorways. That just kind of smoothed it out. She did it in just a little bit of a different finish, so the walls are kind of matte, and then the doorway is the same color, just a little bit of sheen. Right. And the other thing that I think was so cool, and when you guys look in the buying guide, you really are going to lose your minds, because she has picked the coolest stuff to go in here that really does feel like captain's quarters, you know?
Yeah, again, without being kitschy or cartoony, you know, we don't want kids' rooms. We want really beautiful, elegant spaces. And one of the things that I think about in a room is, where do you want your eyes to go? And so because this space is, even though it's a really big, beautiful, luxurious bathroom, bathrooms are small rooms. Yes. And so I don't want my eyes to go to the doors, and I don't want it to go to the trim. I want your eyes to go to the beautiful marble that you selected, to the tub, and by having that color go straight through to the water closet and even to the little shelfy detail where I put the toilet paper roll, that your eyes go to the opposite end, and all those things make the space feel a little bit roomier. Well,
and that little detail, I mean, so this little shelf that she found is almost like a corbel. And this vintage piano stool to put the books. So Sarah Dickinson of Sarah's Bookshelves has picked the most amazing books for you to lounge around and read in the tub. But the fact that that was the stool that you picked, Shannon?
Thanks. Yeah.
Love.
Well, and also, if you look at the stool kind of from the top, the bottom legs of it kind of look like the steering wheel on a ship. And when you think of ships, you know, they're just, the old ships are so, they're carved and they're worn with time, and these little piano stools feel that way to me. They're kind of turn of the century, of the 19th to 20th century. They have little claw feet on them and little glass balls in those claw feet. They're really hard to find in excellent condition, but I like to find unusual things to fit conventional roles.
No, your brain, that, like what you just said about looking down at that and having it look like a steering wheel. You guys got to go to her website, because it's like
it's
just
a little bit of a sickness.
it's awesomeness. Okay, let's go to the next image, because this is what I love so much.
Okay.
I mean,
oh, nice. Yeah.
Look at this. So you killed it. It does look incredible, and it's because of you. But I think, so this picture you guys can find in any flea market, you know, online. I think we were imagining nothing pristine, something really kind of worn in, beaten up even. But just this one calming, it does feel like a captain's quarters. It feels really cozy. It doesn't feel too dark. And then even Shannon put on the wall, she found magnifying glasses and wanted us to arrange them like this, and it became an art installation, which I thought was freaking genius.
Well, you know, when you think of captains on ships, you think of travelers, right? That's all they're doing is traveling, and yet they're in these little cramped spaces, and so you can only keep the most prized treasures that you find in your space. So that's why everything on the countertop is a little treasure. It's glass, or it's bone, or it's porcelain, and then the magnifying glass is made of that a captain would probably be checking the coins and the gems and things that he finds to make sure they're real. And you know, and would probably collect certain things. And I think collections are really important to a space because they connect you to the space, but also to your life experience.
I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun playing with this paint color, because so often people feel scared to go deep. Right. I mean, look at your wall color behind you right now. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing to do, and it doesn't make a space feel dark. It really does just kind of warm the space and cocoon you, don't you feel like?
It's like when you first start, you know, you have all these ideas in your head, and then when you put them into real life, you're like, does it look the way I was picturing it? Does it actually work? Because it seemed awesome in my mind.
It is awesome. Your mind, living in Shannon's mind, is a big bunch of awesome. To wrap this segment up and go to the next one, you know, what Shannon just said about color, this is a way to have a deep color that's not too vibrant. The next room, if you guys want to come back in just a few days, Shannon is going to show you the most amazing way to transform this same space using very vibrant color for those of you who really enjoy having big hits and pops of color. So please come back. Follow Sweet Shannon Kaye on her Instagram, on her Facebook, go to her website, her Twitter. It is just a big blob of amazing, and we'll see you in a few days.